Hi friends, it's Anne here, and today's video is my third update for my lip project pan for 2022. This is my own little project that I'm doing. I'm doing pretty much exactly or close to how I'm doing my eyeshadow project pan. So I have my panning portion, then I have like a monthly roulette portion. So the way I'll do this video is we'll talk about the items that I'm panning first, then we'll talk about my last month picks, so my March picks, and then we'll talk about the April picks. So let's get into the panning part. We're starting off today's video with a banger. This is my lipstick that I've been working on. That's the Marc Jacobs The Marc Lipstick in Slow Burn. It's just a little mini. And guys, winner, winner, chicken dinner. It's done. Yay! I finished a lipstick. I know it's a mini. It's still hard. I've learned. Minis are still hard. There's still a lot of product in minis. So I'm very, very happy, very proud of myself. Yay! Winner circle. I know, it's so lame, but like for me, finishing lipstick is such a big thing. It's so hard. I don't know why it's so hard for me. But I'm getting there. I'm getting better at this. So last month, this was 10.67. It is now 10.45. So that's a difference of 0.22. In total this year, I rolled this product in from last year. So in total this year, I used 0.55 grams. So there's a lot of product in these little guys. I'm quite impressed with how well, like, I just want to buy mini lipsticks forevermore if I could. But yeah, 0.55 grams in total for this little guy. So I am going to roll in some new lipstick, but I'll talk about that at the end of the panning part. The lip balm that I'm working on is the Nivea Hydrocare Lip Balm, and you can see by my little lines, pretty consistent use. We're getting down there. I would say if we measure that out, I've got 2 months, maybe just over 2 months left on this guy. Again, one of my favorite lip balms. I would definitely repurchase this in the future. So last month this was 11.98 grams. It's now 11.46 grams. That's a difference of 0.52 grams. We got another product here that's real close, and unlike my project pan where I was disappointed, this was totally expected. So the lip oil that I'm working on, and I've combined the lip oil and lip gloss category because I feel like this product sits in the middle. It's the e.l.f. Tinted Lip Oil in Nude Kiss, and hopefully you can see there, we're like right at the bottom. You can see the mark at the bottom. I knew that there was more than 1 month left. Like I just knew that there'd be that little bit left, but it's like so little. It's probably going to be like maybe a week or so to finish that. So I am going to roll in some products to replace this because I feel like I don't really want a huge gap in this project because I need to work through these lip products. So we're going to roll in some items to replace this. So last month, this was 30.81 grams. It's now 30.22 grams. That's a difference of 0.56 grams. And yeah, in total, I've used 1.78 grams of that. There'll be a little bit more once I do the final update on that product next month. And the lip mask that I've been working on, I feel like I need to like push it down. I feel like it's going slow, but it's not at the same time. It's a confusing product for like panning. It's the Bite Beauty Agave Lip Mask. I showed in my little video. I've got a mini of the, like a deluxe size sample of this as well. So that's kind of where it's at right now. It's hard for me to tell with this one what it's looking like. I'll put up the family photo in a minute. Just talk about the weights on this. Last month this was 14.28 grams. It's now 13.25 grams. So that's a difference of 1.03 grams. I have been using this fairly regularly in the evenings when I remember to, although I did lose this for a little while this past month, but I feel like that was pretty good usage compared to previous months. So I'll put up the family photo right now of these products from last month or last update to this update because we're definitely going to have a difference. Super excited about that. My family is shrinking, and that's what I want. I just realized how, I was going to say my family's growing, but it's not. Well, it is going to be growing because we're adding products back in. So let's talk about the products we're rolling in. So lipstick-wise, I haven't been hot about which lipstick to pick because I really did want to pick a full-size one, but I also wanted to pick an older one. Also, when I did my lip collection video, so I did that a couple of videos ago, I noticed I do have a lot in the nude sort of realm that are all very similar. So I picked a mini again. I didn't really want to pick a mini again, but it made the best sense. So this is the Bite Beauty mini lipstick. That's the Amuse Bouche lipstick, and this is in Honeycomb. So we've got quite a bit of product in this one. I feel like there's quite a bit there to use up. It is the lipstick that I am wearing today. I have it over top the what do you call it? Annabelle Spice lip liner that is in my regular project pan, and I have a little bit of something else on top of that, which I'll talk about in just a second. Yeah, so that's the lipstick that I decided to pick. I think it'll be okay. I'm not gonna say easy, but I think it'll be just as similar as like the Marc Jacobs. At least that's how I feel about it. I feel like because this is a nice lighter sheer shade, it's not sheer, but it's a lighter shade, that I can mix it with some other products as well to sort of make some other lipsticks lighter. Also, it works really, really well with the lip liner in my project pan. So yeah, that's why I picked that one. And the other reason why I picked that one over a lot of the other older ones I have is the Bite Beauty lipsticks are like a natural formula, so they don't have a lot of the preservatives that a lot of other lipsticks have, so their longevity is not great. I've already had to toss one of them because it turned to like Play-Doh. So I want to use that one. I really like that shade. I don't think it exists anymore. I think they changed all their like shade names. I did see they had like a little mini kit posted on Sephora, but it was sold out, but it was 2 different shade names that I didn't recognize. So unfortunately, I don't think I can repurchase that, but I'm not sure if I would, to be honest. I don't mind the Bite lipstick formula, but I wouldn't say it's like my favorite formula. So because I am finishing up that e.l.f. lip oil, and I've said it every video that it's sort of like a lip oil lip gloss hybrid, so that's why I didn't have a separate lip oil and a separate lip gloss, because I felt like it was too redundant. Now that I'm finishing that up, I am going to have a separate lip gloss and separate lip oil. So the lip oil that I'm going to be working on is this Merit Shade Slick Tinted Lip Oil in Au Natural. I picked this. This is actually really new to me. This is from December of last year. I just got it, and I picked this even though it's the newest lip oil that I have. Again, similar to the Bite Beauty product, there's no preservative type stuff in Merit products. They're very all natural. They're a clean brand, I think, is what it's labeled as on Sephora. So I'm worried that the products that I got from Merit are gonna go bad before I can really get good use out of it. So my plan is to use this year. If I get really sick of it, maybe halfway through the year or like halfway through the product, I'll pull it out and use one of my other lip oils. But I just want to make sure I'm really using this product. I love this lip oil. I would definitely consider purchasing. I'm not a big lip oil person. I think when I finish up, I like the NYX one that I have too. So I'd probably keep one NYX one and maybe one of these, and that would be enough lip oil for me for sure. So yeah, so this is the lip oil that I have picked. And then again, I've been going with the theme of like older things in my collection, and one of the oldest things that I have in my lip gloss collection is this one. It's this Revlon Super Lustrous Lip Gloss in Snow Pink. It's the old packaging, and again I picked this because I have some redundant shades. Like this is like a light, it's actually fairly sheer. I thought it was a bit more pinky than what it is, but it's pretty sheer. Once I like swatched it and was looking at it with like other products, I'm like, oh yeah. So it's very similar to, actually I'll talk about it in a second, 2 other lip glosses that I had in my March picks. So I felt like this is one that, I really should work through and move it out because it is somewhat redundant to newer products that I have. So I might as well get her on out and move on out. I don't know. So yeah, I love this product. I love this formula. Not sure I like the shade as much as the other shades that I have. It's probably my least favorite shade of the shades that I have, but it's fine. I still like it. So that's the lip gloss that I'll be working on. So we have like a round 2 of family photo time. So let's just do a quick, this is the new family. This is our new extended family. And yeah, the products that I will be working on from here on out. So similar to like my regular project pan and my eyeshadow project pan, these are products that I want to work on like long term. I don't want them to be long term, but I'm working on them to like finish them. So let's move on to the roulette portion. So I'm going to talk about the March picks that I have, and some of the way I'm doing this is I have 12 products that I'm picking. Some are that I am picking, and then some are like roulette picking. So we'll go through what I picked in, or what was picked in March by me and by the roulette. So the 2 lip glosses. So the 2 lip glosses I had, the one that I had picked was this one, the So Juicy lip gloss in Partly Rowdy from ColourPop, and then the Roulette picked this one, which was kind of annoying because they're like very, very similar. They do both have a minty type feel and whatever scent. This one's definitely stronger than this one, but this one still has a little bit of a minty thing. It's like this one is this, but extra. Like this is thicker than this one. I would say, well, it's got a little bit more color, base color to it. But they're like very, very similar in terms of the final look, with like the shimmer that you get from it. I would just say this one gives you a bit more of like a plumper because it's a thicker formula. So how I was using this one a lot, to be honest, but I did throw this one like in my purse when I would go out because I felt like this was an easy, quick one to sort of throw on, and it was nice and thin, so I didn't have to feel like it was maybe goopy in some places, whereas this one I have to be careful sometimes because it can get a little, I feel like it's very similar to like the Fenty formula. It can get a little bit gloopy, a little bit thick. So yeah, I used quite a bit. So I am weighing all these products, even though I'm not intentionally trying to finish them. I'm still weighing them just to see what's going on. And this one I didn't realize how much I used this. So last month it was 19.98 grams. It's now 18.75 grams. That's the difference of 1.23 grams. So yeah, I definitely used a lot. You can even see at the back there, I used like all this stuff at the top. So pretty happy about that, to be honest. And then this one was 25.31 grams. It's now 25.23 grams. That's a difference of 0.08 grams. It's not really exciting on weights after this. Just putting that out there. The tinted lip balm that it picked, or that did I pick? Yes, I picked the tinted lip balm category, and wow, did I pick? I can't remember these things. Anyway, it was the Burt's Bees Lip Shimmer in Rhubarb, and I talked about this a number of times over the past couple months about, am I going to declutter this or not? And I'm not. I'm going to keep it. I like it. It is a bit finicky with the color. You have to be a little bit careful. What I end up doing is using my finger a little bit to just rub it in so it's not too, it can get a little splotchy with the color, a little like uneven, but I love the way this feels. And actually I threw this over top something else. I forget what it was. Something that was when I was testing some of my other products to pick, or that I was doing for my photos. I threw this on over top, and I just liked the way it looked with another product. I was like, oh, that looked really nice. And I love the way this feels. It's got a nice minty, tingly feel that's so fresh. It's real nice. But yeah, weight didn't really change on this. I think I only used it a couple of times. And like I said, I have to really thin it out. I can't use too much product for this. So it was 6 grams. Apparently it's 5.99. My scale with like the 0.01s is touchy at best. So I maybe used a 0.01, maybe not. But I did use it. Another product that I felt like I used a fair amount of times, this was the Tarte Lip Surgeon's Lip Cream in the shade Nurturing. I remember now, this used to have a bit more of like a cinnamony, tingly scent, because it still has that, but it's not as strong. That's why I used to not like this product, because that tingly scent was too strong. Since I've had this forever, that's totally dissipated now. Probably not a good thing. It's probably kind of expired. It definitely is expired. It's old, but it still seems fine. Like it smells fine. It performs fine. I actually quite liked wearing this fairly often. It was easy just to kind of throw on. And last month this was 16.31 grams. It's now 16.28 grams. Just a little difference of 0.03 grams. Next up is the Essence Matte Pink Up Your Life lipstick. It's the shade 04. These don't exist anymore. This one's a really bright shade. It doesn't really show up on camera. It always shows like orangey on camera or like duller, but it's a really bright fuchsia pink. I did wear it in a video, my buys and buys video, and it's like, I don't like the colorful brushes. And I'm like, I just realized that I'm like, I've got colorful hair, colorful lips, colorful shirt. I'm an idiot. Anyway, I think I only wore this that time, maybe once. There was no weight change. It was 16.22. It's still 16.22. The next item, I did wear this a few times. I know I wore it more than once, and I really like this product, but for some reason, again, no weight change. It's the L'Oreal Lilac lipstick, or whatever you call it, in Lackey Charm. I like this because it's got pigment and it has shine, but it's a bit sticky, so it really like adheres to your lips, which sounds a bit weird, but with masks, still masking around here, and it's quite good for that because I don't worry too much about it like smearing or moving around. But yeah, again, weight never changed. It was 11.02, still 11.02. The next item is the ColourPop Lippy Sticks in Sassy. Again, I only wore this the once, I think, maybe twice. This is already like worn off. Like this is brand new-ish. I got it like September, I think. And it's like, completely worn off. Anyway, I wore this in a video where I blended it with another product, and I thought it looked really, really nice because on its own, it's a little intense. I did swatch it like full-on heavy swatch in my last video, so it was a bit nicer to be able to like dull it down a little bit with another product and still really like the color because I love browns, but this can be a bit intense, especially for like springtime. It was not a spring color. So it was 10.24, it says it's now 10.23, so again, 0.1 maybe. Another one that's like on the maybe is this one. This is the Color Workshop lipstick. It's just in the shade red. These are fine little guys. I like them. But yeah, I only wore this maybe twice, and how I ended up wearing this was I ended up using a lip brush. So I don't use a whole lot of product when I use a lip brush because I was trying to be a bit more precise with the product. And again, it was 13.2. Now apparently it's 13.19, 0.1 maybe. It's a nice product. I don't have a whole lot of reds. I really like downsized my reds, and this one made the cut. So next up I have the two liquid lipsticks. So the first one was one of my picks. This is the Jeffree Star liquid lipstick in Doll Parts. I quite like this. Again, I wore this a few times, partially because of masking. So it's helpful. Like, I don't have to worry if it's going to move around. And yeah, it was just a fun... This color ends up being a little brighter on me, I feel like, than what it looks like in the tube. Or maybe it's the same as what it looks like in the tube. I just like the way it looks on me for springtime. Maybe not necessarily something that I would wear like all the time, but it's like a fun pick you up kind of color. And last month it was 29.69 grams. It's now 29.63 grams. So I used 0.06 grams of this. This one I used once because it was real hard to use. I did use it twice because I did try mixing it with the Doll Parts. Didn't really do anything. I ended up just sort of getting the color of the Doll Parts. I actually almost felt like it looked brighter in a weird way. This is the Meme Box Mystery Blur Tint in Mystery Persimmon. I love this product. I love the color. I kind of am tempted to like keep it aside and try and remember to pull this out in the fall because it's just a great fall color. It was just unfortunate that this came up in the Roulette now because it just did not work with like the looks that I was doing and the vibe that I was feeling with springtime, or trying to, because it was snowing in March quite a bit, to be honest. And then I had the two lip liners, and I picked both of the lip liners. So the first one I picked was the NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in Kitten Heels. I did sharpen this a number of times. It's still not great. I don't love this formula. It is definitely a stiff formula, and a stiff formula is good because it will last. So I will give it that. Like, it definitely will last longer than one of the creamier formulas, but I just find it too stiff and like not, I don't know, I just don't, maybe it's just the color too. It's kind of a bit more orangey red than what I was hoping for. I have like two reds. One is called Plush Red in their regular format, and it's too pinky red, and this one's too orangey red. Still haven't found a great red lip liner, but we're calling it quits for now. We're gonna leave it as it is. That's what we've got. So maybe I'll find another red somewhere at some point, but I'm not interested right now in looking. And then the other one was this Dirty Little Secret lip liner. Oh, I forgot to give you weights on all those. So the Meme Box one had maybe a weight of 0.01 difference. It was 15 grams, and then now it's 14.99. And the Suede lip liner was 4.03 grams. It's now 4.01 grams. That's a difference of 0.02 grams. And then this lip liner. So this lip liner is interesting. I think the core inside is very tiny because I felt like I had to sharpen it every single time I used it because I feel like the color, there's not much there, and I go through it like really quickly. Interesting thing about this though is it stains the lips. Could be good, could be bad. I kind of think it's good. It actually was nice that it gave like the color sort of like there was sort of it's not the exact same pink, but definitely would like leave like a pink tint to my lips after I wore it. So if all my lip products, like I put this on, I might put a lipstick on, I might put gloss on top, everything wore off, I still had a bit of a tint to my lips. Kind of makes me sus on this one because this is that like name Dirty Little Secret brand that's like sketch brand. But anyway, I'm still keeping it. It's a unique color in my collection, and I do kind of like that idea that it does give a bit of a tint, long-lasting tint. whether that was intentional or not. So the weight on this one changed a lot because I felt like I was sharpening every single time I used it. And I did feel like I used this quite a bit because the lip liner in my project pan is it's brown based and this is pink based. So it was nice to have like an alternate color to go some more of the pinker lip colors that I was wearing, or even just the clear lip glosses. So this was 4.28 grams. It's now 4.12 grams. That's a difference of 0.16 grams. Also, I have this one and I have another one that's super long. And I would like them to be shorter because they don't fit in the box that all the other lip liners are in because they're too big. Okay, now we are going to go into the April picks. And again, like I said, I picked some for some categories and Roulette some. And then in some categories, I just picked them all. That's how it goes. That's how I worked it all out. I did all the math. I'm hopefully going to get through pretty much all my lip products this year. We'll see how that goes. So, the first category is lip gloss, and I picked the Dominique Cosmetics Lemonade Lip Gloss in Peach Tea. Basically picked this because it feels very spring-like. There's a bit of a theme this month. Intentional and unintentional, ironically. That's just sort of how it happened with what I picked and then what the Roulette picked. But yeah, picked this because I felt like it was a very nice spring fun color. And I like this formula. It's one that I would never repurchase. I don't even know if they still exist anymore. Got this in a BoxyCharm, but I'll enjoy using it. The Roulette picked an Old Faithful. This is the Sephora Glossy Gloss in Berry Shake. I had it in last year's lip project and I kind of gave up on it. So, actually, reminds me, this is a thought I had. Tell me if I'm crazy, think this is doable. Once this is done, I'm thinking about washing it out, if I can, and putting this in it. Because I've talked about buying, or somebody else mentioned, I talked about I don't really like this kind of format. I prefer this format. And somebody mentioned that I can buy like two components on Amazon, and I can. But I'm also on a budget, and I'm trying not to buy stuff. And I'm like, well, maybe. We'll see. I don't know. I want to put this in like this and see if I like it better. I like this formula. I really don't like the application method all that much, to be honest. So those are the two lip glosses. The tinted lip balm is a category that I picked, and I picked the NARS Afterglow Balm in Orgasm. I really like this product. I want to kind of test this against the Dior one because I really like the Dior lip balm that I had, I think, 2 months ago. It's just like their regular lip balm in the pink shade. And yeah, I feel like they might be kind of similar, but this might be ever so slightly cheaper, maybe. I'm not 100% sure. I have to look that up. But I do like this formula. It's really nice. It's nice. It's not super balmy, like it's not super thick, but it's just enough, and just enough tint as well that it works really well, so you can't even see that tint. But yeah, really like this product, and I have the mini from the birthday kit from last year as well. Another one that I would be intrigued to buy more shades of this. And now we're into the lipsticks, and the first pick in the lipsticks was sort of following suit. I picked the NARS lipstick in Orgasm. This is one that, to be honest, I don't love, but when I was testing it to do the swatches, I was like, oh, I kind of really like that. And I feel like I do that every time with this product. I feel like when you first start using it, it's a little stiff, but once you really start, you kind of have to go over a few times with this, and it's super sheer, so it doesn't really matter. It sort of warms it up, and then it goes on really, really nice. And it's got that it's like Orgasm. It's like the pink undertone with like the gold reflex in it, and it's actually quite pretty. I quite like it. Actually, it might have been a better pick for summertime. But yeah, I was pleasantly surprised. And I feel like I've kind of wavered on this one. I'm not sure I really liked it because it always felt a little stiff and a little dry because of those there's definitely glitter particles in it. The next product actually is a duo product, and this is a lippy that I picked. It's the Tarte Lip Sculptor Lipstick in Lip Gloss in Sass. I picked it for the lipstick side, but I mean, it does have a gloss side, so if I want to use it, I'll use it. But this is one of those products that gets lost in my collection every single time, and I say this all the time. And I'm like, I don't know what it is about this product, because when I pull it out, I'm like, that's a really pretty color. I should wear it more. Then I put it away and forget about it for like a year. So yeah, I want to try and use this a little bit more than once or twice. I want to use this one a few more times than that, and that's kind of the intention with this product. And I don't think I really ever wear the two together, so I'm going to try that too. But yeah, so that was my second lip pick. And then my third lip pick was the ColourPop Lippy Sticks, and this is the same formula that I was using one last year. It's the sheer formula, which doesn't exist anymore. This is in the shade Juice Bar. I used to like this color, The reason I don't love it anymore is it's a lot brighter than I want it to be. I wish it was just dialed down ever so slightly and I'd probably like it a little bit more. That's why I've considered panning this, but I think it'd be really hard for me to pan because of that, because I don't love the color of this. There's still a lot of product in this too. Yeah, like this one I think has even more product in it than when I did the one last year. I'm already forgetting the name of the one I had last year, but pretty sure this has more product in it than that one. And I feel like I've used this a lot. Like I've used yeah, like you can see it's further down than the opening, but yeah, that's one of the reasons why I end up not using it as much as I want to, because I feel like it's not quite the shade. And it's not even just the brightness, it's just a bit purpley pink, and I wish it was, I don't know, just a little different. So the Roulette, I picked 2 lipsticks, or I picked 3, and then the Roulette, there's 2. So the first one I picked, I think this one's going to be on a victory tour. This is its last show. It's the CoverGirl Continuous Color Lipstick in Silver Plum. I actually quite like this. It's a bit 80s, maybe even 90s, I'm not sure. It's like a silvery plum color. I'm not sure if this is mine or my mom's. I think it's mine. I don't know if my mom would have bought this color, to be honest, because it's kind of dark looking anyway in the tube. I just really like it. I kind of like metallic lips, okay? Just whatever, that's my thing. But when I put this on, like it doesn't smell too bad. It smells like a lipstick, but it doesn't smell bad. But when I put it on, I was like, maybe it's time. It's time. So I'll maybe wear it 1 or 2 times this month, and then that's it. That's her time, which I'm really sad about. I really like this color. I don't know if it still exists. This packaging, I think, is super old too. Anybody else have like really old lipsticks? Please tell me it's not just me. But yeah, I like this color. If it still exists, maybe someday I would buy it again or something similar. I feel like this is a very similar color to the Rimmel Paradise that I have, but this is like the slightly more metallic, slightly more purple version of that. But I think they're related. They're definitely in the same family tree in terms of color. And then the second lipstick the Roulette picked is this little mini MAC lipstick in the shade Bokeh. This came in a holiday set. I actually bought it at Marshall's or Winners, one or the other. Still have a lot of product left on this one. Just kind of gets lost in the shuffle. I think I decluttered, there was 3 lipsticks in the kit and I did declutter one of them. But I kept this one because I really like the shade. I'll actually throw up a little picture of this shade beside Honeycomb because they look similar, but they're not. This is a little bit more pinky, I think, and then Honeycomb is a little bit more warm toned, like undertone to it. But yeah, it's one of those lipsticks I like, and it's one of the reasons, again, why I want to work on Honeycomb, because I have shades like Bokeh. I have a few other shades that are not quite as old as that one, and not quite as, actually, I don't know, they might be the same. I might have gotten them around the same time, but I know the Bite one likely will go off before this one will go off. So yeah. So I'm quite glad that it picked that. Then for liquid lipsticks, I picked kind of a crazy pick. So I picked this Sugar Pill Little Twin Stars collection in Lala. I do have the other one, the green one in Kiki, but I don't have it as part of this project because let's be real, it's not something I'm going to wear on a day-to-day basis. I love, maybe I should just pull it out and play with it while I'm playing with this one. I tried taking a photo of this. I thought when you pressed your lips together, it would get glittery. Maybe I need to like mix it up a bit more, but I didn't get very much glitter once I pressed my lips together. It's a bright pink. I'm gonna play with it. I haven't really tried mixing it with other colors or seeing how it looks like if I mix it maybe underneath another lip color, like so when that lip color starts wearing down. I don't know. I haven't really played with this a whole lot. I just want to have fun with it and play with it. It's a fun color and it felt like spring. So I wanted to pull it out now and actually purposely use it in the springtime instead of like leaving it and then it comes up in like October and I'm like, well, that's not a Halloween color at all. So that's why I picked that one. And then the Roulette picked this. So I have this in my liquid lips sort of category for this project, but when I was doing my lip inventory, I put this with like the other lip products. It's one of those in-between type things. It's the Maybelline Superstay Ink Crayon. The reason why it's with my liquid lips is because it is a long wearing type product and I have it in the shade Reach High. And yeah, really like this color. I was actually quite happy that the Roulette picked this out because I'm like, yay, I love playing with that. And it's one of my newer lip products. I think it's one of the last ones I got in 2021, which, oh my God, I was looking, I had 23 new lip products last year. That's too many. too many lip products. Gotta stop. Anyway, happy that I picked that. And then the 2 lip liners, I picked the 2 lip liners after all the lip picks, so I kind of can pick lip liners that will work with the other products. And I picked pretty much 2 nude ones this time around. Kind of boring, but it worked. I was going to pick one of the brighter ones, but I was like, no, this works. So the first one, this is the first one on my list, is the Milani Color Statement Lip Liner in 04 All Natural. I already panned one of these, or finished one of them, although I think this color might be slightly different. Packaging color is definitely different. I showed that, I think, when I was panning the other one. But love this. I love this formula. It's a little bit creamy, but not too creamy, whereas I still feel like it still stays put pretty well, but creamy that I can like... So my battery did die. I don't know where it cut me off, but I think what I was saying was with this lip liner, the Milani one, you can line your lips and fill in your lips, and it looks just like a matte lipstick, and it looks really nice just on its own. So I really quite enjoy this formula, and yeah, I have 2 in this formula, just 2 different colors. And then the last lip liner that I picked was the NYX Slide On, Glide On, Stay On, All Night. Just kidding, stupid long name. Lip liner in Bed Rose. Again, I think I have a couple, 2 or 3 in this formula. I really like this formula. Another creamy formula where you can line your lips and fill them in and just wear it on its own. This is definitely more creamy than the Milani one. Definitely much more creamy than the Suede lip liner. Trade-off is, doesn't wear as long. It's definitely not going to wear as long as one that's a stiffer formula. And sometimes it's harder to get a nice crisp line. If you're looking for a crisper line, once it's a bit creamier, it's kind of hard to get that. I would say, I think my favorite of the NYX lip liners is the regular one, because it's kind of in between both. I feel like it's not too creamy and not too dry. It's drier than the Milani one, but not super stiff where it's still not workable. I don't know. I like these ones too. I think there's supposed to be a new NYX formula. I'm not 100% sure. I feel like I heard Terra Babies talk about a new NYX one, but I'm pretty sure I looked on their website and didn't see it. I don't know. I should look again. But anyway, I don't need, maybe I shouldn't. I don't need to buy lip liners right now. Let's not look. Let's not even find out. Okay, so that is my update for, update number 3 for my lip project pan for 2022. I hope you liked this video. If you did, feel free to give a little thumbs up down below. And if you haven't already, I would love it if you subscribe to my channel here in Toronto, Canada. I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you sometime soon. Bye.